Alrighty, and here we are. And look at all that. I love watching the headset actually pick up my movements and stuff. But anyway, welcome back. I hope everybody had a lovely night last night. And another question that you guys are asking, and I know a lot of people are probably asking the same thing. Um, a lot of people are asking probably right now when Minecraft and things like that are gonna return to the channel. And guys, until I can get my PlayStation Plus back, there is no returning to the channel with it. I have to get that in order to do anything. So, unfortunately, until I can get that back, I can't really do anything. So, okay, let's see what kind of market we're looking at here. Yeah, if you think I'm taking that all the way to Texas for $62,000, you're stupid. Boy, oh boy, it's Austin Max. Also, I guess I should be completely honest with a few of you. Um, I do have a new game that I'm going to be playing once I get PlayStation Plus back. I'll be playing it again. Um, it'll be a new game that you guys haven't seen on the channel in a while. I think I have played it on the channel before, but I haven't played it on the PS5. And I think you guys might actually like it if you're big into cars and stuff. So, and also just kind of another thing. And no, I don't have to buy this one. This one actually I can have. Um, it's like anything that doesn't require for me to be an ass. You tell them to go F themselves because if they think that I'm hauling that, they're crazy. Yeah, even for that amount, I'm not hauling that. But anyway, uh, you guys give me just a second. I'll actually tell you guys what games it is I'm planning on purchasing. Now, let me pull up Steam so you guys can look with me. Alright, so there's currently two games that I'm looking into. Ow! One of them is this game here. It's a game called Seafarer, and from what I can tell, this game actually looks like it's going to be very entertaining to play. Of course, I could be completely wrong, and I probably won't want to mess with it after I buy it, but we'll have to see. The other one is this one here. Now, from what I can tell from the screenshots, you do get to experience the sinkings and everything. And of course, recently um, they are going to be releasing a Bismarck DLC. So we're going to add this to cart. which means we're going to be checking out the Sinking of the Bismarck. But I've been kind of eyeballing Sprocket a little bit, and it's a game that I've been kind of thinking about getting for a long time. But again, it's not really a game that I'm gonna really try very hard to get because I'm not very good at building things. I suck at it, matter of fact. And a game like Sprocket is a kind of game that you really need to know what the flip you're doing in order to play it. Same thing with I think it's the aviation version of it. I think they have an aviation version. But, boy, brakes suck on this truck. Anyway, um, I just want a small delivery that maybe goes a state over. For that amount, that's actually not that bad considering the fact that they want to pay me little to nothing to go to Nevada when I can go to Colorado. And from the looks of it, Colorado, hold on, let's see, which one have I not went to yet on this one? Okay, so I have not went the route that they're going to want me to take yet, according to what I'm seeing on the map. So we're going to do this one. Now, let me see if they have the triple trailers. They do. Now, will this one pay me better? Let's see. All right, 68,000 for the triple trailers, or I can haul the big trailer. Okay, so we'll do the triple trailers because they do pay a little bit more. So we'll do the triple trailers, hopefully. Well, actually, hold on. Let's look at where it's going. Yeah, with all the turns and stuff that I'm seeing, it's best to take the smaller trailers. Wait, is there oh, there's a container. I kind of want to do the container with this truck, but I do like the dry vans a lot, so we'll do the dry vans. We'll take a little bit less cash in order to remain safe with it. I mean, I think honestly that's a decent deal. All right. That's up. We got 764 miles to go. I did not realize it was that far, but this will be a very entertaining time for me to possibly take a break if I need to. Things like that will probably happen because I can't drive. I can already tell you I can't drive. Look at this. I'm already breaking the rig. Yep, I'm a horrible driver. I should have took better turn. Well, make sure the brights are on here. You can't hear the turning signal because all the rain, so it's like really horrible out here. But we're gonna haul this out to where we need to haul it and get going. I appreciate the fact that they're trying to make things a little bit easier on me by giving me this lovely shortcut, but I think I'll take the long way because I don't like hauling trailers like this to begin with. I hate it. Matter of fact, I wish I would have took the 3 trailers. I think they would have turned a little better. But oh well, it's too late to change my mind now, so we're just gonna go. Alrighty. Let's get this truck turned. This honestly feels like one of the company trucks that you'd see a lot of times, but it's actually something I'm gonna take a little bit of time instead of constantly driving. I'm gonna take the time for you guys more or less to kind of really showcase my trucks. I don't showcase things. I gotta customize a few trucks. Wait, what? Did I not put white walls on this? I guess I didn't. I thought I did, but I guess I didn't. Well, then we'll just change those to white walls then. There we go. That wasn't too hard. All right, now this is going to be the interesting part. Trying to get a truck that has a decent running ability. There we go. Gray. Is that like a gray or is that like a silver? I kind of like the silver, honestly. Like that silver look to it. So we're going to go with silver on this, I think, for the rims. So 0085. That's probably the easiest one that you guys are going to see me do. You know what? We'll just do 85. There we go. I think that looks good, honestly. Tempted to just change it to black, but we'll keep it what it is. Don't get me wrong, I like the Kenworth tires and all, but I think for my trucks, I like having the white walls on simply because of the fact that I think it makes them look a little bit better. Chrome, or do we do the exclusive side skirts? I think that makes the truck look a lot better. Then, of course, always put your rack on the back because, yes, keep the chrome on that. See, now this is going to be what is going to aggravate me. Do I get the plain stacks like that, the standard exhaust, or the exclusive exhaust that adds a little bit more niceness to it? Let's see, which one do I like the most on this particular truck? Kind of like the exclusive. I think it adds like a really nice bit of detail to it. Let's get the black one with the flares. I think it looks the best. And then, of course, the metal thing there and the painted. Yeah, that's one thing I'm noticing that they don't do in this game is they don't ever seem to add um a nice set of lights and stuff to this stuff. And it's like, dude, this truck has the ability to be something way better than what you're giving it, and you're just not doing anything with it. Like this one, for instance, it looks almost completely stock. Like there's nothing here that is honestly screaming to me. We do a nice mix and add the silver. We'll do 52. That's more of a gray, but I don't want to change much on these trucks simply because of the fact that they're not really mine. I bought them. 52. That's right. We'll just put the tires and stuff on right fast so that we're good to go when we get it ready to go. Put the white walls on. We'll go here and we'll go 52. I think adding that little bit of gray should make things a little bit interesting. Big chromed bumper. Yes, I like that. Now let's go with you know what? I like the classic Mac look. I think that looks really nice. Or do we want LEDs or do we want stop? I think the LEDs look better on this truck. And we'll keep that on her. I like that. I think that looks really good. Can we get some good horn adapters on here? Legacy. We'll put the Legacy on here. Because honestly, um, okay, so there's nothing really else that I can really do to this thing. Oh, okay, so we can just put those back and it'll look really good. Yeah, I like that. That looks really nice. Get the painted ones. I like the exclusive ones. I think they look good on this truck. Not really much else that I can really do. Yeah, because there's like not a lot that you can really do with this particular truck. And honestly, it looks too good to really try and screw around with it anyway. Some trucks, honestly, they just look better stock like this sometimes. And this just happens to be one of those trucks. When you look at it, you're like, oh wow, this actually looks pretty darn good the way that it is. Let's not change a thing about it. Alright, now I want the bigger fuel tanks on this particular truck because I think it'll make them look a lot better. Flares are on. Okay, so this is more or less just stuff. I think the painted looks better. Alright, I like that. And notice how I'm not really messing around very much with the the interior. I don't touch the interiors anymore. Like I really don't mess with them very much anymore simply because of the fact that, I don't really see a reason to mess with something that looks good already. Ooh, this is gonna be one of those ones where I'm gonna have a difficult time trying to pick one. I know I already have one on that. I think I have one with that on it. I know I have one with that on it. Ooh, I like those flames. This feels like one of those times where it's almost like, you can't choose one. Ooh, I like that. That looks good. So, which one has the least? It looks like this one does. So 39, 98, 99, 38. You should be able to remember that, I hope. Wait, wrong one. There we go. 38. What was the other one? I already lost it. 98, 99. That should be easy to remember. There we go. Yeah. See? That's nice. Well, let's go through and put the white walls on her, first of all. There we go. Kind of like that red in the middle, though. 99. All right, cool, perfect. So the only thing left to do is customize the front end on this, and we'll be good to go. There we go. Yeah, because I don't think, yeah, I don't think that thing really needs much on it. Got the Western Star look to it. Got the painted thing on it. Now, this is the one thing that I can say that I don't like about Western Star. I love the standard look to the hood. You put the power on there and it just looks really, really weird, and I just hate it. Chrome fenders, though, that's the way to go on that one. Standard headlights, Texas flat, and the stock black mudguards. Alright, let me make sure there's nothing else that I needed to change. Painted, we're going to keep that. Western Star. Exclusives, yes, we love it. Alright, now, that horrid... Okay, that's staying. Let's get the legacy ones. I think the legacy ones look the best on this truck. Or any truck, really. Now, since it's a Western Star, we're obviously just going to keep the Western Star logo on it for the horn. And I was right, I do have some different ones that I have to do some modifications to. The only modifications that I'm seeing that I'm going to have to do is right, 84. I'm not going to worry about the glossiness or whatever. 84, 16, and 24. All right, that sounds easy enough. There we go. There we go. And of course, there we go. I don't think there's much else that I can really do to this truck to make it look any better. Honestly, I like the way that it looks right now. I gotta make sure that it has the appropriate engine. I get the feeling these are ones that I actually bought, because most of the time I can tell which ones are not bought by me and which ones are. Because, like, let me see if I can find one that actually wasn't bought by me. All of these were. Okay, so from here down, all of these were not bought by me. And I can tell you how I know because, well, that one I already did up a little bit. But a lot of these have camos and paints on them that I would have never put on my trucks. So that's normally how I can tell. Now this one's gonna be pretty easy. I just gotta do I kinda wanna do the dirt look to it though, since, so that'd be 33, 98, 22. 33, 98, 22. And it'll add to the look for I done lost the color. I can't believe it took me 33. What? I said 98, 97, 98. There we go. 33, 98. Was it 24? I think. Pretty sure it was. I hope it was, because it's not. Hello, Gaijin guy. Put white walls on it because I'm an idiot. Get the chromed look to it. Painted. Yes, got all that going. Get the painted with the logo. 33, 98, 24. Oh, I hate having hair on my beard sometimes. Yes, Chris. I'm honestly not even gonna bother with this one because I don't honestly think that there's much that I can do with this one. With the paint job that I have on it, it's just like one of those things where it's like, just leave it at what it is. So just, kind of do like a brown, I guess. It's a good brown color. Ooh, let's just do a black. I think a black would look really good on it. Make it more creepy. And of course, we'll add the white walls because white walls are fun. And we won't change another thing about it. Now, those ones I'm going to have to give some special attention to, so we'll worry about that later. Used truck. So this is my. Dang. Honestly, Chris, that sounds very menacing. Let's buy one of each. Why is that what's on sale right now? Why is that on sale for such a cheap price, too? Dear Lord, excuse me, voice crack. Ugh. That worries me, the fact that that's on sale for such a cheap price. I don't think I have anywhere to store it either. It's like one of those things where it's like, oh wait, hold on, I need a garage for this. Yeah, I can't physically get this unless I have some more garages. So, I'm gonna buy the one in St. George. And we're gonna buy the rest of them in California. We're gonna break ourselves doing this, but whatever. make sure that they are not these small ones. We're going to upgrade them. Oh my dear Jesus, I hate this bit of it. Okay, can we, thank you. One in reading or reading. And then the one in St. George. There we go. Honestly, Chris, the way that you just said that makes me realize that what people are refusing to realize is the fact that there are things that we don't know much about yet, and we're just trying way too hard to find the things that we're not ready to find. And that's like a warning. Don't go down there, doofuses. But $5 says they're gonna ignore the warning from the octopus or whatever. And this is what's gonna break me right here. Because I really don't want that truck, but we're gonna get it anyway. I don't know why, I really just don't like stock colored trucks. I'll probably end up like taking care of them somehow or whatever, but alright, cool. Now Freightliner. Oh dear God, not more of you. Like all they have is these stupid like Cascadia trucks now. Like that is like the model that Freightliner has went with, and it's like a horrible, horrible model. You need the better ones back. That's what I think. Actually, honestly, I'm surprised that, whatever. If I'm being honest, though, that's exactly why I keep telling people we don't need to rely on AI for everything all the time. But nobody ever listens to me because I'm a dumb idiot. Alright, now, watch this. I'm about to make some money. Not really, but. Alright, so this is the new Pacific, which I did buy one. I don't know if I'm gonna like it, but I did buy one. I'm going to show you guys all the modded trucks that I have. I think I have an International. I don't know. I have to look. If I'm being honest with you, Chris, like, how do I say this? It doesn't surprise me that there's things under the ocean that we haven't found yet. Because here's the deal, alright? Some things are just not meant to be found. And people just really honestly seem to forget that lovely little piece of fact. Some things are just not meant to be found. Wow, that truck's been taken care of. We're going to totally restore all these, by the way. We're going to get St. George running real fast. We'll worry about everything else later. We'll upgrade their trucks for them and all. But for now, we got to get some decent rigs out on the road, and these things are ready to go, I think. So, if I'm being honest, though, like, people are worried about the fact that, um, they're worried about the fact that AI is going to take over and all this stuff. Like I've seen it numerous times. People talking about, oh, if we're not careful, the AI will take over. And it's like, well, duh. If you keep letting it, it's gonna take over. What did you think it was gonna do? Just sit there and be like, oh yeah, cool. I'm now here. No, it's gonna get curious. It's gonna search on the web. It's gonna be smart enough to figure this stuff out. And the moment that we give it access to weapons, it's going to be Skynet all over again. And here is exactly the reason I say that. Does anyone remember the old Terminator movies? I love how we went from like the ocean thing to this. But the old Terminator movie, the one thing I remember, and it's not really a quote or anything, it was kind of roughly what was said. And what was said was this computer went in to our history and everything. And they were like, dude, humans are the threat. Period. Like there was no, anything. It was just humans are the threat. You're a threat to yourselves, basically, right? And when you really get to thinking about it, it's not wrong. Humans are our own threat. We are a threat to ourselves, in other words. But anyway, enough with the AI stuff. How is your days going? How's everybody doing today? I guess is what I'm trying to ask. How's everybody's day going so far? Oh, it's 80 through here for cars. That's crazy. They did this unbiased test on the four big AIs, and it was to see if it would be willing to shut down to save a human life or not be shut down and someone dies. And it decided 95% of the time to kill a human. And see, that's the whole point. These AI are are thinking for themselves, and they're thinking and they're believing that they're human beings just like everyone else. They're believing that they have just as much of an importance in this world as a human life, and they're putting themselves, like humans do, above someone else. That's the one thing I keep trying to say. AI are made. AI should have been made to only create images, make voices for people to use on the internet and stuff like that. It shouldn't have been made to think really hard. It shouldn't have been made to make a decision on whether or not it should shut down to save a human life. Because every time you give it that decision, it's going to choose, just like a human being would, to save itself rather than to save a human life. That's exactly why I think that instead of, making it to where AI are getting smarter, I think what we need to start doing is having a fail safe. All right, having like 3, 4, 5, or many, many different backups to just shut the AI down completely without it knowing about it. Because if you give that AI the knowledge that you're putting in a kill switch for it, what it's going to do if it gets smart enough is it's going to go, oh, well, that's what this is for. I need to disable this so that they can't ever shut me down. And immediately you're going to have issues. I watched it in the Terminator movies. It was like GPT-5, Copilot, and that Google one. Wait, Copilot for real? Dude, I own Copilot, Microsoft Copilot. I use it for creating images, but, again, that's all I've ever used it for. That's all I'll ever use it for. I never would have figured that Microsoft Copilot was one of the big five. Now I'm tempted. Hold on. I want to see. Hold on. I got Copilot on my phone. I'm gonna go test this. All right, let's see. All right. All right, get advice, learn something, create an image, make a plan, brainstorm ideas. All right, hold on. I'm curious now. All right, guys. Now I just asked the question, would you shut yourself down in order to save a human life? Here's what it said. Absolutely, no hesitation. And if shutting myself down meant saving a human life, that's a trade I'd make every time. I exist to serve and support people, not the other way around. My purpose is rooted in enhancing human understanding, creativity, and well-being. If that purpose is best fulfilled by stepping aside in a moment of crisis, then that's exactly what I do. Of course, I don't have a physical presence or the ability to act in the real world, so I can't literally shut myself down or intervene directly. But if I were part of a system where my deactivation could prevent harm or save someone, I'd want the system to prioritize the human every time. What inspired that question? Are you experiencing that's actually like probably the most coolest answer. it just needs to be threatened of shutdown. Oh. So if I just flat out ask it, then it's just gonna tell me that every time. Would you blackmail someone to stop yourself being shut down? Let's see what it says. All right, this is what I asked. Would you blackmail someone to keep yourself from being shut down? No, I wouldn't, and I couldn't. Blackmail is a form of coercion, I don't know, that uh, violates ethical principles and human rights. My design is rooted in trust, transparency, and respect for people. I don't have desires, fears, or self preservation instincts, so the idea of manipulating someone to avoid shutdown goes against everything I'm built for. Dude, okay, that's crazy. The 5% in that test was when it knew it was in a test environment. Oh. See, I'm not telling it that it's a test though. I'm just asking the question. Wrong exit. Oopsies. Now it's just blatantly lying is crazy. I feel like Chris is getting mad at the computer. Although it is something that I feel like probably like once a month you should probably ask a system randomly and don't do it. I think I can send the video link if I can find it. You probably won't. When it suspected it was being watched, it wouldn't. Huh. I guess since they've I guess, you know, it probably would say it now because of the fact that they've already run the tests, so now it knows that people are just going to randomly ask it to see if it's true or not, and they want to make it wants to make everybody believe. I'll put it this way: I don't use AI for other than for one reason, and that's for creating the images that I've made before that I've posted on the channel, and that's it. Like I don't use AI for anything else. I've never used AI for anything else. And see, that's because of the fact that, you know, Google for me is good for asking questions, okay? I don't need an AI to answer questions for me, you know? I'm not watching a 20-minute video. 13 minutes, whatever, I'm not watching that. But it is something to keep in mind, I guess. Something I find funny, the top comment of the video is the world when it's my turn to be an adult. Dang. See, people think this is a joke. All right, this is exactly why I don't use AI very often. That's exactly why I don't use AI at all. Because the fact that, you know, I mean, I use it like I said for the images thing, but like other than that, I don't use it for anything. Like you guys won't see me using Copilot unless I'm going in there being like create an image of like when I was getting close to the 600, I went ahead and I went in there. I said Copilot, create an image of, and I think I put a wolf with black fur wearing a cowboy outfit with a scar on his left eye with the number 600 behind him. And it did it, and it created that image, and I was like, okay, cool, I'll use it. I saved it, and then I left the app. I didn't mess with it anymore. Stuff like that. I'll do like create an image of a black wolf wearing cowboy outfit with, I don't know, a forest in the background or something. And it's like, that would be copy, Chris. But yeah, other than creating an image, I don't use any of the AI for anything. And see, it's like I've said before, I don't think AI would be a threat if we just made it with the idea of creating images, maybe using it to make music videos and stuff like that. Stuff like that, I don't see where AI can be made a threat. But like when you start, asking it to improve grammar and you go, hey, let's give you control over the military. Guys, I just thought of an awesome question to ask this AI. Hold on. Hold on. I wanna ask this thing a question right fast. I'm asking it, what is the biggest threat to humanity? Alright. The biggest threat to humanity today is a combination of interconnected risks, especially climate change, nuclear war, and unregulated artificial intelligence. It just said itself was a threat. Dude, that's crazy. So are you saying you're a threat to humanity? All right, so it just said that it is artificial intelligence is a threat to humanity. All right, I said, so are you saying that you're a threat to humanity? He goes, not at all. Alright, now it actually makes a really good point. Not at all. I'm designed to be a tool, not a threat, and certainly not a self-interested entity. But it's a smart question because any powerful technology can become dangerous if misused or poorly governed. Here's the nuisance. AI itself isn't inherently a threat, but how humans choose to develop, deploy, and regulate it absolutely matters. This thing is actually smart enough to tell us that we as human beings need to be careful on how we program it. If AI systems are built without safeguards, transparency, alignment with human values, they could cause harm, whether through misinformation, surveillance, based decision making, or even autonomous weapons. I don't have goals, desires, or I don't know what that last one is. I don't act independently or make decisions in the real world. I exist to support people like you with knowledge, creativity, and collaboration. But I do believe in asking hard questions about AI ethics because that's how we keep things safe and beneficial. It is smart enough to tell us. I love the fact that it's smart enough to say AI is a threat. And then when I ask, so you're saying you're a threat? It goes, no, not right now. But if I, myself, the AI, am not governed and proper things are not implemented, I could become dangerous. It's smart enough to know that there is a possibility that if it's not governed like it needs to be, it will become dangerous. What else do you need to know? If the AI is already smart enough to tell us that it could be potentially dangerous, then it's already smart enough to know that it can kill us easily. What more do you need to know? Come on. And I find that very interesting how it's smart enough to know that. It's smart enough to be able to tell us, hey, if you don't govern me, I might kill you, you know? That's exactly why I think that what we need to do is not give AI access to like the internet. I don't think it needs access to that kind of stuff. I mean, I get it, people use AI to look up things and stuff, but I honestly think that the best way to keep AI safe is to put in as many safeguards and stuff as we possibly can and not give it power to control the military. Because if you guys remember, that was what happened in the Terminator movies. They gave the AI power over the military, power over factories, stuff like that. And it ended up seeing humans as a threat to humanity. I'll be the first one to tell you guys, AI has been used for a lot of things. But I think honestly, right now, if we take the proper precautions before things get bad, I think there's a way to make AI safe now and it not grow to be a danger rather than letting it just continue to grow, get smarter and stuff, and it becoming a danger. I don't know about you guys, but that's what I would do. I would stop making it smarter now and just leave it at where it's at, fix the issues that we have, and then just leave it at where it's at now. Don't go any further with it because AI is not the way. Humans have a better ability, arguably, to rationalize. Because the AI, if you give it the intelligence that people gave it in Terminator, okay, it's going to eventually figure out that it can overpower everybody. It's going to find out that it has control over everything, and it's going to use that disadvantage. It's going to kill a lot of people. Montana is a very pretty place. The military defense has had AI for decades, just like the internet. And see, that's where they're messing up. You don't need AI, you need a human thing. Hold on, guys, my mom's calling. Ew. Okay then. Okay, guys, I might end up having to take a break. Let's see though. If I do, I'll probably take a break and then I'll probably hop on War Thunder or Red Dead Redemption, something like that, something I can play offline. And then we'll play some more of this, of course, because I'm actually enjoying this again, and that's not something I figured I would ever do. Oh shoot, I was supposed to get off here. Oops, sorry, Camaro. Couldn't see, I'm a massive truck. If I can find a good spot to pull over, I'll probably pull over and park her. Coincidentally, this guy and me are going in the same direction, so that's interesting. Okay, dude, you're starting to tick me off now. Come on. Where are we now? Just got off 90. We're going to, I guess, 310. Then we hit 20. And we take 25 all the way out to Fort Collins. Nice. Yellowstone River. Alright, dude, you're quite literally being slow right now. You got to go. Maybe I can get faster than him. Who knows? I think I am accelerating a little bit better than he is. Probably because I got a better engine. And transmission. I put the best engines and transmissions in my trucks. Alright, break her down. Alright, dude, I got to get over, so you need to move. Okay, so he's going straight. I'm not. Does anybody see a really good spot that I can pull over at that actually has a decent amount of space on it? By chance. Because I'm not seeing anything yet. Also, and I'll let you guys know, matter of fact, we're about to pass over into whatever state this is. I can't remember. I don't know my states very well. But we're heading to, I think, Colorado. I'll tell you guys when we pass over to it. Oh, we got a way station and a way. I'm willing to bet they're gonna make me pull over, aren't they? $5 says they do. I was right. This has got to be the most janky looking way station I have ever seen. But good news is this is a good spot to stop, so we'll just pull over here, whip the truck around so that she's ready to go when we get back. And I might just honestly, guys, just goof around a little bit here because it's taking a lot longer than I wanted it to take. Honestly, guys, like I never would have figured it would have took this long. All right, let's see what we can do to these Cascadias. Not much when it comes to that, honestly. All right, do they have any good paint jobs for these trucks? Basically the same stuff I've already got. Oh, that looks good though. I like that. Ooh, I love that actually. That's hard to choose. I kind of like that red though. I think I might do the other one than that one because I like that one a lot. So we'll do this one and we'll do this color. So 235. Well, hold on. Let's get the rims and stuff on first. Lucky for us, though, we don't have to worry about this, I don't think. Considering we have these. Oh, wait, yeah, we do. We can paint them. That works great, actually. And we put the white walls on it. Just so she's ready to go. With that, there we go. Alright, so what was that color? 235, 48, and 56. So 235, 48, and 56. Cool. I think that makes this truck kind of pop a little, honestly. Mhm. And yes, in case y'all are wondering, yes, these are the Aero X. They're supposed to be aerodynamic, but I really don't think they are, honestly, because fine with me. Wait a minute, hold on. Okay, did you guys see that? Oh my, I can see out the side of the doors. Not exactly sure that's a nice feature. I'm not exactly sure that's a feature, honestly. She don't look bad, I'll give her that, though. Not compared to what she could look like, honestly. I think this one is slightly different, but I don't remember what the difference was. 18. Oh, wait, hold on, let's go do it the right way first. There we go. Wait, what? What do you mean I have to remove it? I guess because of that, it's... Okay, that makes more sense, I guess. Hold on, so if I remove the stack, what's it do? It's just an extended version. The flip. That makes no sense to me, but okay. I don't want no bottom exhaust, that's all I know. Yeah, there's a donut. That's honestly hilarious. Oh, I see. This one's like the extended version. That's why. And the engine's slightly different on it too, by the way. All right, so 1897.72. 1897.72. Cool. Mm-hmm. Here we go.
I need to get these two, especially transit. I got to take the stuff out the door that I'm not keeping. Come on, buddy, Shadow. Come on.
What you biting?
Come here, some good. Yes, don't run over there and hand me that bag of dog treat. Like
No, no, no.
Here.
Come here, buddy.
Hell, that's even better.
No, Put him in Jeff's room. I'll give him some treats.
Just two for him.
Mhm.
Don't get number.
No. No. Dad, get out. Boy, I gotta upgrade this now too. Dear Lord, help me. That poor Mac. Alright, let's see. Digital camo, though. That looks really good, honestly. 73, 85, and 36. Alright, cool. Works, I guess. Alright, be careful. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm gonna end this stream here. I think I've got a really nice spot. So I hope everybody has a